Okay.
Alright, we are live. Hello. It is I, Perry Pennington. We'll be starting shortly. In the meantime, enjoy all the frogs.
Frog dance.
That croaked me up.
Jay.
Stream is ending.
Are you proud of yourself, Jalen?
Yes, yes, I
You
am.
should-
Did you hear the pain in Hug's voice?
Did. It was
That was a very
glorious.
exhausted sigh. Very deep sigh.
It was flipping glorious. Oh man.
Just start playing ZZ Top. She's got legs.
Oh no, I'm out of frame.
ZZ Top. When we were younger, we used to call him Sleazy Top.
Oh, wow.
And all the chicks hung out around him.
Driving real crazy.
Oh, wow.
Sharp dressed man.
What I missed? What's
You
happening?
missed ZZ
Every
Top.
You missed
We're
everything.
live, by the way, Flame. Don't go crazy.
Oh.
Yeah, we're live. We're
Go
live
crazy,
on the Twitch
gotcha.
TV.
Yeah,
I
please
know.
don't sing.
He might want to go crazy with what's going on in front of him.
What's
Yep.
happening? What's happening here?
You don't know?
3 minutes until the Mortal Sword FC meeting.
Yes. See, the members probably enjoy this banter. This is like, officer banter. Like, we can talk about how...
How we're actually human.
Speaking of officer banter, I need you and Tech to really step it up on the next kind of thing.
Wait, what?
I thought they did great.
I mean, they could step it up. I believe in them.
Oh, for the date auction stuff?
I mean, I made 3 gil off of Tech. I'm just saying.
That's funny.
Only 3 gil?
Do we have new people at this meeting? I'm going to look and see on the roster. Because if we don't have new people, I normally don't go over the why we've become an empire.
Welcome, new people. Any new
I don't-
people?
I don't think we have new people. I don't think. Let me see. Well, I mean, I don't think they're at the meeting.
I think we got
Mac?
Kestra is coming. They're new, I think.
Is Lothar new?
Lothar's, that's Michonne.
Oh, duh. Wow.
Lothar's not new.
Hi, Kestra.
He's the leader
Yep.
of the Alliance.
How about Presicor?
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Or Precazor. My bad. Pardon my.
Yeah,
Welcome.
we got a few new people here, Saturn. I'm not sure if they're in the Twitch stream though.
Yeah, I know they were. I just didn't think they were in the stream.
Welcome, Max.
Well, we can tell them on stream. Hey, guys, make sure you tune into the stream.
Yeah, exactly.
Max is
What's a stream?
Max has been in the SC for 2 weeks.
Test.
Bill.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, we got a handful of new people.
Wait, who's Royal? Oh, okay. Nice.
Sword FC.
I was about to post that.
I always beat you.
Yeah. Except for the times you don't. There's been a couple times I beat you.
Probably because I'm in another SC beating somebody over there.
Hey, I'll take it.
Oh, thank you, Bria. Okay, it's 7 p.m. Central Time, so we'll go ahead and get started. If this is your first FC meeting, welcome. We do these monthly. For the Mortal Sword, we host our FC meetings the first weekend of the month on Saturday, as long as that weekend is a full weekend. So if some of our sister FC meetings do not fall on a full weekend, we may push it back, or in the case of holidays, we've pushed it back, but we'll always notify via Discord if it's been moved. We do have these at 7 p.m. Central Time as well, and we'll go over the event calendar so you can see where that is, so it'll sync to your time zone. If you're in another country or you're on another time zone, you can see when everything is your time. So we'll go over the introductions first. First, we'll go over mine, and then the legacy officers who help me manage the FCs in Sword, and then afterwards, the Mortal Sword officers. So I am Saturn Return. I'm the FC leader. I specialize in doing larger type events. I really like doing them, or big projects, philosophical projects, if you will, towards this whole thing we got going on. And I do like raiding, although I'm not able to raid as often as I would like. I also like to help with Sprouts. My favorite dungeon is Sestasha. I really like Sestasha because it's the first dungeon that you get to really experience what an MMO is about, with meeting other people and realizing you're playing with others from all around the world. Back when I was a WoW veteran, I really liked Dead Mines or Wailing Caverns. So now it's Sestasha as my favorite. If you are a new Sprout, which is fairly unlikely in the Mortal Sword, but let's say that you are, then definitely hit me up if you ever want to run Sestasha when you get to Pirates Quest. You can message me and I will run Sestasha with you for your first dungeon. I will go ahead and hand this off to the other legacy officers. So Hug a Cactus is your resident legacy officer, and I'll go ahead and hand it off to him.
Hi, I'm Hug a Cactus. I'm the giant frog on the stage. I'm an Omni Gatherer. I love running map parties. I do a lot of behind-the-scenes work, helping Saturn out. I also work at the Sword Cafe, which Saturn's going to go into a little bit later in the meeting. And I'll pass it off to Tech.
Hello, everyone. My name is Techno. I am the Legacy Officer for Fallen. That's SAR 5.0. I am an auto-crafter. I'm main White Mage and Dark Knight, so if you ever have any questions about crafting or about those two classes, I can definitely help you out. I'm very much into the glam in the game and the lore as well, so if you have questions about that kind of stuff, I definitely help that too. I run a monthly event called Tech's Glam Jam, where you get to get a full makeover with me if you win it. So I might be able to talk about that here in a little bit too if we have time. But yeah, I do a little bit of everything. Part of a D&D group with a legacy officers for the most part too. We do have a raid group that we do on and off as well. And yeah, I just kind of like to do all the content, especially the glam and the crafting stuff. So I will pass it to Mr. Perry Pennington.
Hey everybody, it's Perry Pennington. I do a lot of administrative stuff in the FC, including inactivity removals, activity checks to see how we are doing population-wise during peak hours compared to other top FCs on the server. I farm prizes for you guys. I co-host the Glam contest for all the FCs with Saturn. Our next theme is going to be I'm blue, if I was green I would die theme. So it's a blue theme. And keep an eye out on what date that is for. I have put together a super elite ninja squad of technology enthusiasts to help me take care of swordfc.com, and it's being continuously updated, so check it out. It's really informative, and we will be showing it off a little today. I'm a Discord moderator. If you need help with Discord or have any comments and suggestions, feel free to let me know. I'm a raider, and I'm pretty good at Dragoon and Warrior, so if you need help with those classes, just let me know, and I'll be happy to help you out. And finally, I stream on this channel. I'm streaming right now, in fact, and I run a D&D group with the Legacy Officers, or, well, most of the Legacy Officers. Sorry. Alright, that's it for me. Let's see, pass it off to a 1.0 officer. Who's around?
They're all on.
I'm Jebediah Spices.
Go for it.
I'm one of the Mortal Sword officers. I run an event every Friday called Jebediah Spices Blast from the Past, where we focus on the Omega and the Alexander raids. We alternate between weeks where we just clear the content so people can unlock the Savages, and other weeks where we just do mount farms. This past Friday, yesterday, we actually successfully acquired 7 planes, little bitty planes for everyone. So, congrats to them again. I also work at the Sword Cafe at the Minion booth. You'll see me there, surrounded by legions of my frog bodyguards, where we give out minions that have been graciously donated from all people in Sword. Outside of that, I'm an Omnicrafter. If you need anything crafted, whether it be something small to full sets, you can always come to me, and if I'm not busy, I'll help you out. But with that being said, I'm going to pass it off to the one and only Willow Moonstrider. It's an honor.
Hi, I'm Willa, your resident garden fairy. You've probably seen me outside watering the plants, and you've probably also seen me sending out our submarines regularly. And if you've been to the Sword Cafe, you've probably seen me running a booth there, handing out what I call my manipulation kits, which are your level 1 to 60 quest turn-ins for your Disciple of Hand class quests, so you can be one step closer to getting your manipulation skill. So I water a lot of the plants, and I help Saturn with our giant Thavnarian onion factory. I'm also in charge of another gardening service we offer, which is the Gardening Starter Kit, where we give you seeds for 2 crop yields, 1 crossbreed crop, and 1 non-crossbreed. And we give you soil, and I basically help you with gardening if you don't know how to garden. And lastly, I run a weekly all-girls map party on Sundays at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. This is an all-girls map party, so if you are an IRL girl gamer, we'd love to have you join us. They're very fun. And I think that's it for me. Anya?
Oh, hi. I'm Anya Belheist. I'm a red mage. So if you ever need help with that, I also do some raiding alongside Jebediah Spices, which is a mistake, but you get used to it. I also help out at the Sword Cafe as a server. I also help Willow water the plants, but my main task would be running the Sword FC, which I should have a link ready, but I don't. So I'll post that later. We post memes about that kind of stuff, and currently I'm going through all the officers, so expect your favorite officer to show up on the Sword Twitter soon. And I think the only one left is Joe Lyons.
Hi, I'm Joe. I mainly do prizes for the FC, but if you ever need anything, don't hesitate to ask.
Yes, and thank you, by the way, for coming to the date auction too. Every year I met Joe through the date auction. He tried to buy me for the date auction the first time he joined the FC, and here he is years later. So, he's also a crafter too. Aren't you? Do a lot of crafting, don't you, Joe?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so we have other officers that are in the Moral Sword, but they just may not be online right now due to real life. And if you want to check out any officer bios, Perry, can you pull this up on the Twitch?
Oh, I sure can, Saturn. Just give me one moment here. Oh, there we go.
So on the Twitch stream, if you go to the bios under Moral Sword officers, if you ever want to read about them, I have asked them to put their zodiac signs on there too, because I love astrology. My name is related to that. And it's just a fun hobby of mine. So if you scroll down, you can kind of just see all the officers. Nature Boy's on there, the Hunt Master, Sierra does her mount farms. We have got Joe Lyons, Jebediah, Willa, Silvax does the Blue Mage stuff, and everybody else was already here. So that is where you can read about their bios, as well as any of our other sister FCs. Sorry, my dog is in the background. Okay, so we also have sister FCs, as I mentioned earlier. Some of you that are new probably have already discovered this just through exploring our Discord, or maybe you've been to our website and you've seen that already. But in Sword, we make up 5 FCs. So the Moral Sword, this one was the original. It began in 2017 as a medium house in Lavender Beds when I was only level 50 and I had no idea how to play this game. I was a former WoW refugee, and along with Warden, Dresden, and Werehawk, and a few other friends that used to play with us back then, we formed
Saturn's
And that's when I, Saturn, started going through and creating more sword panos. That way I could take over the world. First I started
going
with
out?
the frogs.
You're back now, I think, Saturn.
Oh, it went out again?
Yeah, for
I
a
hate
sec.
Discord. Anya, thank you for filling in with the story. That was really helpful. That is the true story, yes. And so,
Oh my god.
oh my gosh. Now I just got disconnected. Okay, well, I'm just going to go ahead and do the rest while being disconnected, apparently. Let me know if my voice goes out. So anyway, we ended up forming this. I didn't really know how to play the game, but it was definitely a journey, a trip. And whenever the Crystal data center splintered off, that's whenever we decided to split into multiple FCs. So if any of you guys were around during the Crystal data center merge, where a lot of servers were transferred over to Crystal, there was a lot of pandemonium. There was a lot of apprehension about being on Crystal. I'm just going to say there was like this scary rumor going around about Balmung coming to like ERP with everybody out in the open. And it was like a lot of obviously rumors and just weird things that were going on. So this is like a nerve-wracking time. We took a poll. We asked members if they wanted to transfer the Mortal Sword to Primal. They said, we went back and forth, and eventually we decided to kind of create our own in-house party finder. So we broke off into other FCs and we recruited so that effectively, if the ERP apocalypse happened, we would be safe within the confines of our little community. And that's a joke, by the way. Like, I don't care. People can ERP. We have an SFW channel, for goodness sake, in our Discord. So it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it was just like a fear of the culture changing on Primal into Crystal. So as a reactionary response to this new change that Square Enix had decided to do with allowing worlds to travel, we were nervous in-game would die. We were afraid that raiding would no longer be a thing, as prevalent at least as it once was on Primal. So we made our own community so that we could always have people that would have groups and be able to do, map parties, raiding, anything and everything. And that's what we've done. So that happened in 2019, and here we are, 2021. Wow, like we've come a long way from the little medium house and lavender beds that the Mortal Sword started out with as some WoW refugees that didn't know how to play Final Fantasy. So this will be our 4th year now that we've been around. We have had one real life meetup in 2019. We had a real life meetup bought and paid for 2020, but sadly we had to cancel due to the pandemic. It was a wonderful cabin in Colorado. We were going to go skiing in the mountains. We were very excited, but we had to cancel. I hope one day that I can resume the real life meetups, because the whole point of this project of ours has been to form relationships and connections with people that transcend into the real world. So that's always been my goal. And here's to many more years and hopefully real life meetups to come after this whole pandemic stuff's over. So with that being said, we have a lot of different ways that we do the events and the FC to help meet people. We have events that range from raiding to social events, mixers, to impromptu parties, map parties, and all of these are ways that you can get to know other people in the guild. So I highly recommend checking out our event calendar, which if Perry can go to that on the website. Okay, so the event calendar on Twitch is really, really useful. We have a lot going on. Some of the events are hosted by our sister FC officers, and some are hosted by your very own Mortal Sword officers, which they'll talk about their stuff in just a minute. But if you are ever looking for something that strikes your fancy, whether it be RP, maps, raiding, whatever, definitely check out the event calendar, because it's going to sync to your time. So as you can see, Perry is streaming. He's on Eastern time, and in the bottom right corner where it has powered by Team Up, it has the time zone. So if you're in another country, it's going to sync to your time. If you're on another time zone, it will sync to whatever time that you're on for that event. And we also have deadlines as well for the mini games, so it'll tell you the weekly deadlines to remind you, like, hey, this is the deadline to get this submission in for hide and seek to win 500k gil or whatever it is. So those are reminders on there too. And then sometimes the statics of when they're raiding are on there, if like they stream or if you want to know why they're not around. They're raiding. Okay, so I will let Hugga talk about maps, and then you could pass it on to another Mortal Sword officer to talk about their stuff.
All right. Maps, what are they? They're items you can gather or buy off the market board. They look like little letters in a bottle. Wow, I can speak properly today. In order to pull them out of the jar, you need to decipher the map. You get that by doing a quick quest in Wineport, called Treasures and Tribulations. It's a level 35 quest. Once you do that, you get access. Yep, that's a level 80 map that Clara just linked in the Say chat. The Zonerskin map. Once you decipher the map, you get it goes to your key items, and you get a little cutout pop-up of an area map. Now, on that on that cutout, there's a big red X. Now, you go to the area that the map's from. It'll tell you on there. And you locate where that cutout is, go to the X, and use the dig command. And you'll dig up a treasure chest. Once you do that, you go attempt to open the treasure chest, and enemies spawn. Kill the enemies, and then you can open the chest for reals. Now, some maps, like Time 1 Zonerskin maps, Gazelle skin maps, and Dragon skin maps, can spawn a portal when you open them. Inside that portal is a dungeon based on the level of the map. You get a different one for Dragon skin, Gazelle skin, and Zonerskin. They all work pretty much the same, though. Most of them are, you go in, you open a treasure chest, kill enemies, pick a door, and continue until you clear the dungeon. There's also what we refer to as a roulette wheel one. Basically, you go in, and you click a button, and a light spins around a big wheel, kind of like Wheel of Fortune, and that determines what you get. Usually almost always have to fight a monster, though, to get your treasure. Once you do so, and you continue until you get kicked out or you get cleared. And that's about it. Let's pass it off to Jeb to talk about this flashback. Or
instead of talking about my flashbacks in life, I'm actually going to talk to you about my event, which is the Blast from the Past event.
Yes.
As I briefly mentioned earlier, I run an event every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I focus on the Alexander, which is a Heavensward raid series, and the Omega, which is the Stormblood raid series. We tend to alternate between just straight up clearing for the sake of story and for the sake of unlocks, and for the other weeks we do mount farming. There is a total of 1, 2, 3, carry the 9. There's about 4 mounts that we currently farm for, split among both these raids. You might have seen them around your various FC houses. You see a little bitty plane or a giant snake or some creation that has wings that I can't properly describe. It's a robot. But yeah, you just need to pay attention to the announcements channel. I generally post what we're going to be doing that week, probably around Wednesday of each month, or each Wednesday of each week. Jeez. I also can't talk tonight. And all you have to do once I post that is just send me a message on Discord to sign up. When we go into these instances, we go into these raids, I do all the call-outs. I teach the fight. I also provide links to videos that you can watch beforehand to just give you a little bit of background on what to expect and kind of ease your nerves before you go into it. Other than that, you see me at the Sword Cafe a lot. We do a lot of minion giveaways out there, donated by you all here in the crowd here and up on stage. Tonight is going to be a really big one. So stay tuned after all the meetings for the Sword Cafe. You do not want to miss it. There's going to be a lot going out tonight. That's all.
Okay. Yay! Thank you, Jeb. he was really happy whenever he got his very own booth. He used to stand in the middle of the floor and give out minions, and now he has his very own booth with all his little plushies and toys and minions. So I'm so happy. And then, Willa, did you want to touch on anything else? I think you kind of went over a lot of it, but if you wanted to say anything more, you could.
I guess I'll talk about the what's it called? My garden starter kit. So if you are on our Discord channel, if you go into housing, if you'd like to what's it called? Get seeds and stuff from us. There it is pinned in the housing channel. So you just basically sign up and then you tell me what crop yield you would like, and I will give you your seeds and soils. And I also wanted to talk about the Powder Puff too, I guess. So if you didn't know, we have a Powder Puff channel on Discord, which is a channel exclusively for all the IRL girl gamers or anyone who identifies as a girl across all our sister FCs. So like I said, on Sundays, I run an all-girls map party, and every month we have an all-girls like event, which we do. Mostly we just play games like Jackbox or Cards Against Humanity. So yeah, come join us for that.
Yay! And then Jeb was going to talk about Lily's event too.
Hello, everyone. I am back. I know it's been a while.
So long.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, frogs, and folks of questionable nature, you want to really pay attention to what I'm about to tell you here. Do you like to go fast? Do you think your chocobo to be unbeatable? Are you the self-proclaimed best jockey of all time? Well, now is your time to put your Gishel greens where your mouth is and prove it.
Oh, damn it.
Lily the Pink Fox hosts her Fast Feathers Racing League. And the third event is upon us, which is the No Pants Chocobo Dance, modeled after our one and only Eternal Sword. For 10 laps across the racetracks of the Gold Saucer, test your skills in a no-holds-barred, well, there are some rules, but a no-holds-barred race to the finish as you battle other competitors for the title of the fastest racer in all of Sword. So when is it, you might ask? March 25th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is the last Thursday of the month, and this is how the pattern or how the schedule goes for this. Everyone will meet up in Chocobo Square, and Lily, the Pink Fox, will take it from there. And if you do happen to win the event, you get 1 million gil. Second place and third place also get prizes, but that will be detailed in her announcement post when she makes it. With that being said, I'm finished, I think.
Yay! I didn't know there would be no pants, but in Eternal Sword fashion, hopefully it'll draw more Eternals in for this. So it sounds like a fun time.
Yeah, leave your pants at home.
They have saddles, right? Bria says. Okay, and then we also have the Sword Cafe. And my dinner just got here. Does anyone want to talk about the Sword Cafe for me? Out of the Moral Sword people?
We give away free stuff.
There you go.
Sure, I'll go into some detail about that.
Okay, thanks. I just gotta get the door.
All right. I'm back again with the mumbled, messed up speech. Basically, the Sword Cafe is a big weekly, well, twice weekly event we hold in the Goblet Ward 6 plot 35, I believe.
30.
30. Thank you, Flame.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, you go there. We have a whole bunch of booths giving out free things. We have a crafting booth where we have an Omnicrafter there who will craft items for you if you bring the materials. We have gardening booth. We have Chocobo booth. We have minion booth. Lots of booths. More than I can go into right now. We also give out free food in the basement. You go down there, you sit down, and a wait staff will get you 10 high-quality food and up to 10 high-quality drink, usually a tincture, or cordial, or a crafting syrup to go with your raid food, crafting food, or gathering food. It's a lot of fun. We also have bards playing there. Bria who's in charge there, puts on a nice set every time we open up the cafe. It is open Mondays at 9:30 Eastern to 10:30 Eastern, and Saturdays right after Temporal's meeting tonight from 11 to 12 p.m. EST.
Yeah, thank you for doing that for me. And then Athena's here if you want to talk about your stuff, Athena.
Of course. So I host a weekly event called Athena's Glam Grind. We do 70 dungeons and below unsynced to get those elusive glam items that you may want to get, and nobody wants to run that dungeon with you anymore. I will do it. And we just run for 2 hours if we have extra time. We take pictures with people's new glams and stuff like that. Also, be on the lookout for a special event that's coming up that I'm coordinating with Mr. Jebediah Spices that will happen later this month. And spoiler alert, it will be a raid glam event.
Oh, nice.
We have a date for that, Saturn. I will message you, but you already approved it, so.
That was good. Woo! Yay! All right. Well, yes, glam is like the true end game for some, and one such person runs an event or runs the glam giveaway. Tech that you can talk about that loves glam more than a lot of people.
Why, yes, I would love to. So my event is called Tech's Glam Jam. It's a monthly event that I run. So about halfway through the month, well, at the beginning of the month, I actually will post an announcement and announcements for everybody to look at. So if you're new to glam, or if you've never done it before, you're kind of under the money bar and can't really afford to get the really high expensive glamour stuff, that kind of thing, then there will be a high quality emoji on this announcement. You click on that announcement, and then you'll be entered for a chance to win an entire glam makeover with me. So if you do win, you have 3 choices for your actual glam. Number 1, you can go onto the Eorzine collection, which is one of my favorite sites that we use for that game. You can pick out a glam that you see there that piques your fancy, that you really like, and we will go and build that glam together, whether it's into a dungeon or if I'm crafting this stuff for you, however we want to do it, we'll take care of that. Then you will get a barding, and then we'll do a photo shoot after. The second way that you can do it is you can pick a specific item that you really like. It can be a chest piece, a pair of boots, a pair of glasses, whatever it is, and we will build a glam around that item. The third one is you can give me the reins 100% and say, just surprise me or give me like an idea, and I will build you a custom glam myself, and then we'll kind of go over some options, and then you can pick from 1 or 2 that I actually put together for you. Same thing again, you'll get a barding, and then we'll do a cool photo shoot at the end of that. Once we're done, I'll give you a bunch of photos. Well, our resident photographer, Kamed, actually will do that for us because he's the better photographer than me by far. And then we'll post all of that in the screenshot stuff for everybody to take a look at, and you'll have an awesome, cool new glam to rock wherever you go. And that's pretty much it. So when you see that announcement coming probably towards the end of the month, just hit that high-quality emoji, and you will be entered to win for next month.
Thank you. And then while my dinner is here, I'm just going to have Perry talk about the reminders for other things that we offer.
Yes, hello everyone. It is I, Perry Pennington, again, coming to you live on Twitch. Just with some reminders, if you're new to the FC, you may not know, but here under FC Services on the website, we got a bunch of cool stuff. Tech just got done talking about the Glam Jam, but we also offer crystals, shards, and clusters for anyone who is trying to level up their crafters. It can be difficult sometimes when you run out of crystals and shards and things like that. So especially if you're lower level, it can be kind of expensive. Well, do not dismay and don't run to the market board. Just message an officer in the Mortal Sword, your FC, and they will be happy to give you some crystals and shards in reasonable quantities, of course, to help you level up your crafters. We also offer chocobo coloring. Under this chocobo dyeing section, we have all the info you need. But basically, your chocobo, when you first get it, starts off as a desert yellow, and if you do not like the color desert yellow, you can feed your chocobo a specific combination of fruits to change its color. You got to go to this website here, FinalFantasy14Chocobo.com, which we have linked, and choose the color Chocobo that you would like it to be, and it will give you a bunch of fruit that you need to feed it. After you have that list, just message an officer in the game and ask for the fruit, and they will give them to you out of our FC chest. We grow them at all of our houses, so yeah, that's another service we provide. There's several buffs that you receive just from being in the FC. For example, every single day we have Heat of the Battle, which gives you 10% extra experience, but we rotate through other buffs, such as buffs to your crafting, buffs to your gathering, reduced rate on teleports, increased rate on food buffs, duration on food buffs, rather. So if you're interested in that list, they are actually pinned in the bulletin board of Discord underneath the Mortal Sword category. So check the pins there to see that list if you're trying to plan your week out according to those buffs. And finally, we have a room decorating contest that runs quarterly that our officer Sylvie runs. He's an officer in 2.0, that's Immortal Sword. And for that room decorating contest, you have to decorate a room in the FC. And if you are unable to afford it and you want to enter the contest, we will cover that for you. Though we do ask that you pay for it yourself if you do have the means, but if you don't, we can cover it. It's 300k. It doesn't actually go to us. It's like a price that Square Enix charges, and it goes into the ether somewhere in a server. I don't know what they do with that, Gil. That's it for me, Saturn.
Okay, I also want to say that we also have a Pride channel in our Discord that we have for the LGBTQIA community. If anybody wishes to be added to it, I can definitely update your role, or you can ask a moderator officer to update your role so that you can be a part of the Sword Pride channel. Jihadin runs Rainbow Runs every Monday. And he will typically ask in the channel what people want to do. Like, he'll have a poll and he'll say, do you want to run dungeons? Do you want to run maps? What type of things are you guys interested in? In the Sword Pride channel recently, PvP became a thing where everybody was just really, really interested in running PvP stuff there for a while, but like all things, it just kind of ebbs and flows with what people are interested in doing. But yes, Monday nights Rainbow Runs are from 8 to 10 Central Time, and he asked that people vote for 2 options below. And it looks like he also might occasionally, I told him it's okay occasionally to run like other things like Among Us or Jackbox on occasion, just to help with like community building, as long as, we still do a lot of Final Fantasy related stuff. So you may also see things like that, like Among Us, Jackbox, stuff like that on there too. And we also have a Pride introduction channel where you can introduce yourself if you like, just to kind of get to know another person. And we will hopefully soon be adding like more seasonal events, whether it be, we had like Bisexuality Day and we did a 2 Truths and a Lie game, and you got to win prizes and stuff in the game to get to know people. And we did the Rainbow Run, or the Rainbow Parade in the summer of last year, where we all like dressed in colors of the rainbow, and we ran through all the streets of Limsa and Ulda and New Gridania, and then we had like a party at the Sword Cafe, and it was really fun. And then so we'll definitely do something like that again this summer, but we may be adding more like seasonal events for the Pride community. So if you wish to be added to that, definitely message me or a moderator officer that's listed on the right side panel of Discord, and we'd be happy to add you to that. That also includes allies as well, so anybody that identifies on that. We also have mini games. Perry, would you be able to talk about mini games?
Yeah, sure. Hey everybody, it's Perry again. We have tons of mini games in the FC. I I can go over some of them, but there's typically, let's see here, I'm just scrolling up. If you have, by the way, if you are new to our Discord, underneath the Roll Events and Assignments channel, you will see a fat cat emoji. If you're interested in minigames, click that fat cat emoji and you'll be able to see all the minigame challenges. We've got Who's That NPC? Which is you basically read a poem about an NPC that Shars posts, and then you try to find that person and then post a screenshot there, and you can, if you find the NPC correctly, you post a screenshot, post a random number, and you can win up to 500k. The first person to do it gets an extra 100k bonus. There's Time Attack, where you have to complete a dungeon that Kemed posts as fast as you can. Again, post a number at the end, and we'll do a random roll. Wandering Warrior of Light. Actually, if Solandria is here, he could talk about Wandering Warrior of Light.
Yes, I am. I was actually just finishing up writing the journal entry for tomorrow.
Excellent.
The Wandering Warrior of Light is basically a somewhat of an interesting spin on the hide-and-seek game that Kemed does, where in addition to finding a specific location, you're also looking to get certain key elements in the picture. And I was inspired by Kemed to do this, and also to try to encourage other people to get in touch with their adventurer spirit and go out and find all sorts of interesting little novelty spots in the game that they may have just wandered past as they were rushing through trying to get to that next quest. Anybody that feels like participating in the game or just wants to read the journal entries for the amusement without having to necessarily go out and look for things is free to do so. I just uploaded the most recent chapter 3, which is basically just an archive of a certain span of time up to Reddit, and put the link in there.
Yeah, and that's it. And basically, like, it's really awesome. Actually, Sel's a great writer, so it's really cool to read his entries for that. So if you're into that kind of stuff, please check it out. It's pretty awesome. Let's see. The next one we have Hide and Seek that Kemed runs. He'll post a screenshot of a location. You have to find it. If you're able to find it, take a screenshot of yourself there, post it in with a random number of your choice, and he will roll at the end of the week to see if you win, and you'll get Gil. Parkour challenge is similar. Kemed will create an obstacle course, and you will have to jump your way to the appropriate spot, take a picture of yourself, post a random number, and he will roll it at the end of the week to see if you win. Then there's Shars Fishing Extravaganza, where you have to go deep and grab your rod and master your bait in order to participate here. He will post a fish that he wants you to fish up, and the person you try to catch the largest fish that you can of that type, and then post it there with a random number, and at the end he will roll, and if you win, you get Gil. He also does challenge fish as well, where he will post a challenge fish, and if you can get that fish as well, you will also win a prize. There's the Screenshot Glam Contest, which is similar to a normal glam contest, except you gotta just take a screenshot of yourself in the glam, and you can sort of there's a bit of photography in there too, so in a similar manner, post your screenshot. It's more of a contest, and the judges will vote on it, and if you win, you can win prizes. And then finally, last but not least, we have the Sword Artist Online contest, where you can sort of enter your piece depending on the theme for an art piece that you're doing. It could be a poem, it could be a written thing, it could be normal art, whatever. And the judges will deliberate. You could win big. I think I got pretty much everything. Is that right, Saturn? Did I miss something?
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Okay.
Sorry, this stream is like auto-filtering things for people. I guess it's doing its job, though. I allowed it to go through, though, because it was just a funny joke. Okay, so we have 20 minutes. So I also was going to ask Flame if he wants to talk about rating.
Yeah, I can talk about
Okay.
rating real quick. So rating in Final Fantasy XIV. Endgame content is what I do. I'm a officer in the Fallen Sword. I host raid learning parties on Thursdays at was it? 8 o'clock Central Time. And I host the current raid tier learning parties at 2 p.m. Central Time on Saturdays. All we ask of you is to have finished the main story quest up to 5.3, and have all the normals unlocked, and have the minimum item level, which is like item level 500 or something like that. Basically, what they are is it's a very good way to get introduced into raiding without having to deal with Party Finder, because Party Finder isn't the best at times. So this gives you a very relaxed, laid back atmosphere to learn the fights and come enjoy it. We have a couple other a couple of roller guards in the guild that do this as well. Monday and Wednesday, if you're interested in those. That's that's all for me on rating. But real quick, I have a gathering project for those of you that were around during October when Akula and I were doing these submarines. There is an airship gathering project going to be launched come Sunday, after the Immortal meeting. So keep an eye out for that. The post will be there. That's all for me.
Thanks. Okay. Let's see, who else is in this channel? We got ya boy. I'll talk for ya boy though, because he's shy. Okay, so we also have Human Darts. Human Darts is a really fun game that's easy to win 250k gil or other various bonus prizes that sometimes he may have during the Human Darts contest. So what is Human Darts? Now, it's kind of self-explanatory when you think about it, but we are all the Human Darts, and your boy is the Human Bullseye. So all we have to do is jump off a cliff or a tower or some high area that he chooses for that event's week that he's doing it, and we thrust ourselves off onto him, and whoever is the closest Human Dart to him as the Human Bullseye gets 250k. So, literally, free gil for falling on a person. It is a really fun way to make money. It is every other Friday at 8 p.m. Central Time until all the jumps are done. It's about 10 jumps. Sometimes he'll add in bonus jumps, like an extra bonus 5 jumps, and he'll say these extra 5 jumps at the end will be with Bardines or something else sometimes. And it's just like every now and then the bonus ones will be. But the main 10 jumps are 250k every other Friday. So the next time that he's doing Human Darts will be next weekend at 8 p.m. Central Time. And it's on the calendar. He will post in the announcements channel of Discord the next location, so you can go there. And if you have any questions, you can message your boy, and he'd be happy to explain to you in game or on Discord how it works if you have any questions about it. But yeah, he'll pick a different one, and it's just, I mean, it's really easy. You just jump off and try to, land on him. And if you don't make it, then, I mean, it's not very, the event doesn't even last very long. So you're not really like missing anything. It's not a long event or anything like that. And it's just a really fun way to try to make some money to help everybody out here. So your boy's here for his. And then if you want, Rihanna, you can talk about fashion kits.
Oh, okay. Sure. I will talk about fashion kits. Hi, I'm Rihanna. I am an officer in 2.0 Immortal. So every week we give out fashion kits, which is for the Fashion Report at the Golden Saucer. It's a mini game that earns you lots of MGP, which is the currency there. You can get glam, gear, and minions, mounts, all that sort of good stuff. It gives you about 66k or so every week. So basically we provide the items you need. Usually it's just one piece of gear item and a die or two for the 80-point kit. And the 100 points you only need once. You can get the title and the achievement, and then after that you just do the 80-point kit. They both give the same amount of MGP. The difference is just the title and the achievement. Most weeks, hopefully not recently, we were able to give out the 100s, but sometimes they're so picky and annoying and difficult that we can't, because they'll be like read gear drops, all that sort of thing. But if they're able to be given out, we do give the 100s out, and then every week we do give the 80s out, and they vary in difficulty, but usually they're not too crazy high level. And as long as we're usually able to give them for every class. So as long as you have at least one class leveled, you should be able to do it weekly. We do it on Fridays, give them out at 6 p.m. Central and 10 p.m. Central, and then we were at the cafe on Saturday and Monday, and we give them out. And it runs the kit. The report itself runs from Friday to Monday, so those are the only few days you can do it throughout the week. So it lines up perfectly with the cafe as well.
Thanks. And then, Shauna, if you want to talk about your breakfast club, you can.
Hello, mighty mortals. This is Lothar R. Michonne Rathclaw. On Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, we have Breakfast Club. Now, on Fridays, we changed that a little bit, and we have Flashback Fridays, which is level 70s maps, if we so choose. You get 3 choices. You get maps, you get roulette, and you get fates. We also run on Sundays to help those people who work on the weekdays and have requested that they wanted to try or be a part of Breakfast Club. So we now do that on Sundays. It's getting more and more popular. It's not unusual to have 2 full parties. And sometimes we make a lot of gil, and sometimes we have trouble just getting a portal sometimes, but it's all good fun. I have people from all 5 of the FCs that come out and join us. It's just a great social event that we have during the week. So come on out. I put up an announcement usually by 8 o'clock each morning of the event. So keep your eye peeled for our announcement. Thank you, Saturn.
Thanks. All right. Well, if any other officers want to talk about anything else, go ahead. If not, then I will head to promotions.
I'd like to talk about the lotto real quick.
Okay.
Now, you've heard about all these events that we plan and all the prizes we give out. One thing we do is the FC Lotto, and it's a 50-50 lotto. And the proceeds from that go to help pay for all these events, like all the prizes we give out, like the mounts, the minions, the guild prizes. Basically, all you need to do is put in gil into the FC chest in increments of either 50k for 1 ticket, 200k for 5 tickets, 300k for 10 tickets. There is no limit to how many tickets you can have. And like I said, it's a 50-50 jackpot, and every 5 million we go up, every 5 million donated, we go up a tier and we add more prizes to it. Thank you.
Anybody else? Okay. Well, I'll go over the promotions now. So we have several Honor Guard promotions, and we have 2 Royal Guard promotions for tonight. So the Honor Guard are people who have either been with us for about a year in the FC or more, or they have been with us less time, at least 3 months or more, but they have just become like really, really active with either donations, activity, helping with the FC members, just, joining events, trying to help out in some way, even if it's more sporadically. And so the Honor Guard nominations for the night, we have several of them that have been long-term members for almost a year or over a year in some cases. I think a few of them have returned back to the game from 2018, and they just came back, but they've returned back to us again. So they may have even been Honor Guard back then and returned. So the first one we have is Jaeger Meowster. Hope I pronounced that right. But he joined with Athena actually a long time ago and has been back for some time now. So we're re-promoting him. If he wasn't in Honor Guard before, now you are for sure.
Congratulations.
Yay!
Congratulations, Jaeger Meowster.
Meowster.
Congratulations. I'll get the promote.
Okay, thank you. We also have another one who has been with us since 2018. I don't know if he's online tonight, but been in the FC for a long time and just returned as well. Krim Kisuki. Yay!
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
We have another one who has been with us about a year. They are known for bringing all their friends to the yard. All the wanderers that show up on occasion in the middle of the weekends during their static days that come from various servers, and you may find them in the yard. At first we were like, who are all these people? And then we realized that it's just like all the wanderers from this person's raid static. So they have also been very positive and friendly and have even taken their friends over to Sword Cafe to show them their FC stuff. So I really think that was a fun thing. And we'd like to promote Kata Ian to Honor Guard.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
The next two people that we're going to promote have come together. They transferred here from another server and sought us out. They really liked what we had to say. We thought that it was cool that they did Saint of the Firmament, which for anybody that decided to try to get that title, it was very tedious and hard to do.
Yes.
But they did do that, and they are really active. They help to join in voice chats and just, participate in lots of things. Very active members. So we'd like to promote Sprite Felicity and Mojo Celebine to Honor Guard.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Yay.
Fire emoji.
Fire emoji. We also have another returning member who has been with us since 2018 that returned back to the game. Long-term member, Onyx Young to Honor Guard.
Yay, Onyx.
Congratulations.
And then we also have two other positive people who help contribute to the community and have been with us almost a year as well, and a little over a year for the other one. And so we'd also like to promote Xavius Lionheart and Excelia Noah Aura.
Congratulations.
Okay, so if we have two Royal Guard promotions as well for tonight. The first one goes to someone who has been consistently doing an event for us for some time. They originally didn't want any sort of leadership role in the FC, and this is kind of a leadership role, but kind of not. Basically, they just needed to keep doing the same thing they've already been doing. So, this person is very positive and helps to donate things to many facets of the FC, very friendly, very positive, and we just want her to keep doing what she's already been doing. And that is doing her housing tours to Kalara Silvermist, the Royal Guard.
Congratulations.
Congrats, Kalara.
Hey. And then the last Royal Guard promotion goes to a person who I always thought of as kind of like shy at first, but then he started donating tons of soil. And whenever I mean soil, like I'm talking hundreds of like grade 3 Thanalan soil for Will and I's Thavnarian army farm. And so at first, I thought it was just like some sporadic donations here and there, which a lot of people will like be very kind and donate things on occasion. But he started to do it so consistently that I came to expect it now. And I really, really appreciate how he has been so consistent since October in donating soil for us to run our Thavnarian onion farm so we can help to give free Thavnarian onions to anyone who needs them in the FC. So now this has become his duty as a Royal Guard, and so we're going to promote Demetrius Icebreaker to Royal Guard.
Congratulations.
Yay!
The soil primal.
Demetrius. Yes. As Akula says it, the soil sultan of Eorzea. Okay. Okay, so these are the major promotions that we have for this month, but if you haven't gotten promoted yet and you want to be, you can talk to me or just go to events, try to branch out, make a friend, say hello, just come to Sword Cafe, just get to know people, and it really helps because an MMO is not a single player game. It's all about, making friends, forming relationships. So we really try to recognize that when people go out of their way. Oh my gosh, Anya. Okay, so Perry is going to go over some of the prizes and how to win a prize.
Yes, hello everyone. It is I, Perry Pennington again. It is time for everyone's favorite part, the giveaway. If you are in Discord and you are in the Mortal Sword and you can hear my voice right now, scroll all the way to the top underneath the Welcome to Sword category. You will see a new channel that has been magically made available for you to view. It is the Giveaways channel. In the Giveaways channel, you will see I have posted a screenshot of tab 1 of your FC chest. It's important to note that everything in this tab 1 of the FC chest is available for the giveaway, including any mounts, minions, emotes, bardings, or glams. Of particular note, you will see the bottom row is filled with color-coded flowers that represent items that we cannot physically place into the chest. The white flowers represent the Red Baron mount, which is a Mog Station item. The blue flowers represent the brand new Washoy emote, which just came out a few days ago. The green flowers represents the Eureka emote. Red flowers is 1,000,000 gil, and yellow flowers is 500k gil. There are also several mounts in the FC chest, including the Zoo Horn, which is a big old bird, Ufidi Horn, the Gorilla mount, the Albino Caracal Horn, which is a cute little sheep that bounces around, the Big Shell, which is a crab-looking mount, and then the Gabriel Alpha mount, which is like a robot thing. To be eligible for entry, just click the Tada emoji underneath the giveaway bot or the streamer emoji, and in about 13 minutes or so, that will roll, and 12 lucky winners will be selected. If you are selected, you will be alerted and pinged in this channel, in the giveaways channel, and if you are pinged, then you need to whisper an officer in the Mortal Sword in-game, in Final Fantasy XIV, whisper them in-game, with your top 2 choices for prizes. I say top 2 because you'll have a better chance of getting something that you like, because it is a free-for-all. Whichever officer is able to grab your item out of the chest the quickest will decide your fate, basically. So send them your top 2 choices. Hopefully you'll get something that you want, and remember to message them in-game. You have until midnight tonight to claim your prize, so don't go to bed until you get your prize. And that's it for me, Saturn.
All right, thanks. Wow, we ended on time. It's 7:59 with a minute to spare. Holy crap, we never do this. Yeah, so thank you all again for coming. I hope to see you all next month. We have some new things that will be rolling out, hopefully, in the next month. And I think that you're really going to like some of the things that are coming out by April. So anyway, have a good night, and that's it.
Bye. See you at Sword Cafe.
Bye. Sword Cafe tonight at 10.
Have a good
Central. Bye.